Systems. Its ships were fast and beautiful. Its weapons were precise and powerful. For centuries, no one challenged its power. The Coreward Fortress sector was the safest region in the Empire. Massive stations guarded the shipyards of Vexor Prime. Sensors watched every corner of space. Nothing entered without permission. Asterisk, then one ordinary day. Everything changed. Asterisk alarms screamed across ships and stations. Red lights flashed. Officers jumped from their chairs. Screens showed something impossible. A massive ship had appeared. In the center of restricted space, no hyperspace flash, no engine trail. One moment there was empty space. The next moment, the ship was simply there. Asterisk, at first, analysts thought it was a sensor error. They checked again and again. The image did not change. Telescopes zoomed in. The ship looked harsh and angular. Thick, dark armor covered its body. Weapon barrels pointed in every direction. No smooth curves. No gold designs like imperial vessels. It's just hard metal built for war. On its side, in simple human letters, was one word. Indomitable, asterisk. The Empire knew about humans. They came from a small blue world called Earth. They had traveled between stars for only 2 centuries, a young species. Long ago, a treaty had confined them to their home system. The Empire believed humans were too divided and primitive to become a threat. This ship proved otherwise. The Sector Grand Admiral sent a message. His voice was calm and firm. Unknown vessel, you are in restricted Imperial space. Identify yourself and prepare to be boarded. Failure to comply will result in destruction. No reply came. The human ship slowly turned. Every gun on one side aimed directly at the fortress command center. Inside, officers felt something they had not felt in centuries: fear. The Admiral ordered a containment group. 3 battlecruisers, 12 destroyers, full fighter wings. The best ships in the sector. Blue shields flared to life. Energy lances. HUMMED, asterisk, at 50,000 kilometers, a warning shot fired. A bright beam passed close to the human ship. Still no answer. At 30,000 kilometers, the fleet opened fire. Dozens of beams filled the darkness. Then the human ship moved. It did not glide smoothly. It leaped forward with violent acceleration. The force would have killed most species instantly. Over 200 times standard gravity crushed the crew. Asterisk, but the humans survived. Asterisk inside, they wore reinforced suits. Machines pumped stimulants into their blood. Their bones had metal supports. Their bodies had been altered and trained to endure extreme force. Asterisk, the ship twisted and spun. Most Imperial beams missed. A few struck the armor, but the thick plates absorbed the energy. Then the humans fired back. Not with beams, but with solid metal slugs. Magnetic rails launched them at 40% of light speed. Asterisk, the first slug hit a destroyer. The shield shattered. Slug passed through hull engines and out the other side. Seconds later, the ship exploded. Asterisk, another slug. Another ship gone. Asterisk within. 2 minutes, the entire Imperial group was destroyed. Only debris remained. The fortress command room fell silent. Monsters. Someone whispered. The Indomitable turned calmly and accelerated away. News reached the throne world within hours. In the crystal halls of the Imperial Palace, the Emperor listened without expression. 16 capital ships lost. Over 8,000 dead. Asterisk advisors realized something terrible. Humans had not abandoned dangerous research into reactionless drives. They had perfected it. They had reshaped their bodies to survive brutal acceleration. They had built weapons based on raw kinetic force instead of elegant energy systems. Asterisk. The Emperor ordered the Third Grand Fleet 400 ships to destroy the human vessel. Asterisk. The fleet gathered like a giant wall of steel and shields. At its center, alone, waited the indomitable asterisk High Lord Cale Vaughn commanded the fleet. He believed the earlier defeat was luck. Asterisk, he sent a final warning. Surrender or face destruction. This time, the human ship answered. A calm, male voice spoke. Perfect Imperial language. We came to show you something. Watch carefully. Asterisk, the Indomitable accelerated straight toward the fleet. Thousands of energy beams fired. Asterisk, parts of its hull opened. Dozens of small craft and long engine-less projectiles launched forward. They were solid rods moving at 70% of light speed. Asterisk. Imperial defenses tried to stop them. They failed. Each rod tore through shields and armor with pure kinetic force. Battleships split apart, reactors detonated. The defensive wall collapsed. Asterisk, then the Indomitable revealed its full forma, massive carrier battleship hybrid, lined with enormous coil guns. Guided antimatter bombs swarmed out, attaching to weak points and detonating with surgical precision. Asterisk. Imperial ships died one after another. Asterisk, some attempted suicide ramming runs. The human ship destroyed them before impact. Asterisk, in under 10 minutes. The Third Grand Fleet was gone. Asterisk. The Indomitable faced distant observers and transmitted one final message. Asterisk, this was one ship. One captain, one mission. You thought we were weak? You can find us. We do not want your empire. Threaten our people again, and next time we will not send just one. Then it vanished without trace. Fear spread across the galaxy. The Empire tried to hide the truth, but witnesses told the story. On Earth, leaders watched quietly. They knew the Empire would not forgive easily. Asterisk spies later confirmed a frightening reality. The Indomitable was not unique. Human shipyards hidden in asteroids and hollow moons were building many more vessels. Railguns longer than city blocks. Fighters shaped like angry insects. Crews trained constantly. Asterisk, the Empire prepared for total war. Border systems filled with defenses. But humans did not attack again. Instead, they sent a single ambassador to a neutral station. She carried no weapons. Her message was simple. Asterisk, lift the old treaty. Let us travel and trade freely. We do not want war, but we will fight if forced. Asterisk, the Emperor hesitated. For the first time in history, the Empire agreed to discuss terms. Asterisk, years passed. Borders opened slowly. Human merchants appeared in trade ports. At first, aliens whispered and watched from a distance. But humans traded fairly, shared music, and technology. Friendships formed. Still, no one forgot the Indomitable. In quiet bars on distant worlds, stories were told of the day one harsh, ugly ship shattered the strongest fleet ever built. Children asked if humans were dangerous. The answer was always the same. Only if you make them angry. Asterisk, on Earth, life continued. Families grew. Cities thrived. But hidden bases held new ships larger and stranger than the first. Crews trained every day, hoping never to fight again. Asterisk, an old captain who once served on the Indomitable, sat beneath the stars, his hair white, his hands shaking slightly. A young officer asked him if the Empire would ever try again. He smiled slowly, maybe. Arrogance dies slowly. But they remember now, and sometimes memory is stronger than fear. Asterisk, above them, among the silent stars, human warships waited quiet, patient and ready. The galaxy had learned a lesson. Humanity was awake.